fan engagement to a club like Partick Thistle or indeed any other club is crucial. If we don't have a fan base that comes and watches us week in, week out, then who do we play football for? The importance of our fans to us has probably been underlined this season. We appointed a fan engagement officer and that's worked incredibly well, not just, I think, the liaison with the fans, but it's given us a route to new ideas, new ways to do things, just to show fans that they are important to us. Partick Thistle's making an effort to get more females through the turnstiles because we had anecdotally seen and thought that we probably were getting more women fans in the last few years than we'd had before. But no real hard and fast evidence to justify that. And before you head off and do things, I think facts are usually quite handy. So we did our fan survey of women, which gave us both an idea of how well we were doing things and actually things that we needed to improve. And I think unsurprisingly, the things that the women want us to tackle are exactly the same things that the male fans want us to do. But what came out of it was that women who come to Partick Thistle feel safe. They would recommend other women to come because they enjoy the day out and they think it's got a sort of family-friendly atmosphere where if they came on their own or with the girls or with their kids, they felt that they would be safe and that they'd be part of a community. So we're just at the beginning of that, and I think there will be a lot that will happen that the male fans will be equally happy with as a result. I think based on the survey there are a few things that we can do to get a greater female fan base that will actually benefit all of the fans who come along on match day. As you would expect, the female fans, there was a lot of comment about toilet facilities and things like that, although this season we actually did respond to requests for mirrors in the ladies' toilets, which turned out to be a far more difficult thing to do than I realised because of health and safety legislation. Along with a lot of other people, things like the food at football grounds and particularly at Partick Thistle came up for discussion, and we've already started to look into that, providing different kinds of foods. We won't get rid of pies. We will always have pies in Bovril. But that's not just for women. The men are looking for better quality food because we are now in competition with other activities on a Saturday or of an evening when we play, and they've upped their game, so we need to up our game too. There's also the whole matchday experience, and we want to improve that for everybody, not just the women. And again, the comments were more entertainment, things to do before and after so that they feel they're getting value for money. And simple things that we take for granted now, but stadium Wi-Fi, things like that. All of that has to be up for consideration. And I think the men will be pleasantly surprised that actually the women want exactly the same kind of things as they do. Why am I proud to be a Partick Thistle supporter? There are so many reasons why. I love being here because we have a great fan base. I've got to know a lot of the fans and to hear their stories and their knowledge of the club and its history. As a place to be, as a club, we've got so many people who are just dedicated and they live and breathe Partick Thistle. It's not always about winning, although that's extremely important, but being part of something where if you mention to somebody else you're a Partick Thistle fan, what comes back does make you proud because it's all about how decent we are and how well we play the game. And there are lots of other things that I couldn't explain to you, but if you saw me on a Saturday when we score a goal and I am literally dancing in the director's box, you'd see what it meant. Sometimes there's just no words.